Fact or myth? Real estate is always a good investment. We're going to talk about that today. Hi, I'm Jason Geroux. I'm the owner and designated broker of 410 Real Estate, a multi-million-dollar producing real estate brokerage here in Gilbert, Arizona. And I'm thrilled to have you here with us on our channel. Appreciate you checking it out. Before we talk about investments and real estate and all that fun stuff, would you do me a favor and hit that subscription button and the notification bell so that you're made aware when we post videos like this. We try and post helpful real estate content, as well as we go around town and highlight local businesses, tell you what's coming to the area and things like that. We just want you to be informed as much as possible, so hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. But on to today's discussion. You've heard the phrase, real estate's always a good investment. Is that a fact or is that a myth? So really, it depends on your circumstances. If we're talking about real estate over the long term, historically, real estate has always appreciated over the term of history, right? So you can say that if you invested in real estate 50 years ago, your real estate investment is probably doing well now, because over time, real estate, even with the ups and downs, does end up in a good position. So that is absolutely true. However, when we talk about the word investment, that brings up a different connotation, right? So you have a real estate investment, and is your investment for your family's use? Is your investment for long-term appreciation and potentially a cash out at the end? Or is your investment a cash flow investment where maybe the appreciation is hit or miss, but you're getting that monthly cash flow in rents? That's where you start to get into the fact or myth kind of discussion. So what I would say is, if you are looking to buy and hold an investment long term and have a cash out at the end of the day, let's say 20, 30 years from now, you're probably going to find that real estate is a solid investment the majority of the time. That being said, if you are looking for a quick buy and flip, maybe you hold it for a year, 2 or 3, and you want to flip it and make a little bit of money, that may not be as solid, because the market does correct. We all unfortunately lived through 2008 and beyond for a couple years. We all lived through that. We know what that is like. Now, I don't see that coming anytime soon, as we discussed in a previous video on the housing bubble, that really the non-existent housing bubble right now. But it does ebb and flow. You know, every 15 years or so, you see a correction in the market. And so if you do need to be aware of those things, so that when you're looking to potentially purchase a short-term hold investment property, you know what may be coming on the horizon, whether that's going to be a good investment or not. On the cash flow side, if you buy a property that you are able to cash flow and meet your goals, then you really have to ask yourself, is that the goal of my investment, or is my investment goal the end game when I sell it? It's usually a combination of both for investors, but a lot of investors would tell me, why on earth would I sell a property that I'm cash flowing $500 a month on? And that makes perfect sense. If you have a condo that you purchased and it's now paid off and it's getting you $1,200 a month in rent, that might be the best thing for your goals long term, to just live off of that $1,200 investment return. And maybe it doesn't get sold during your lifetime. You just kind of use that as your investment. So that could be a good thing too. But if you're buying a property and maybe you're cash flowing $100 or $200 a month and it's a little bit tighter, you're typically going to be looking at that long-term cash out as whether or not your investment was a good one. Last thing I want to touch on: every real estate purchase is an investment, okay? And I would argue that with anybody that thinks differently. However, it does not mean that every real estate purchase is a cash flow investment or a money investment. Some of us, your primary residence is purchased as an investment in your family. You want a property that you can see your kids play in the front yard. You can have pool parties in the back. When the kids are gone, you can have barbecues and friends over and happy hours and margarita parties and all that fun stuff. Maybe you're involved in your local church, and your home is where you can provide ministry to people, and they can come in, and whether it be staying with you, whether it be coming over for a Bible study, whether it be hosting a meal or something like that for folks, that is what our personal home is all about. So that is an investment in your family and in your personal life. So if you're in the home you want to be in, and you're in there for a long time, and you're able to meet those goals that you have in terms of ministry or raising your family or being connected in your neighborhood, things like that, then yes, real estate is going to be a good investment if you're in the place you want to be, right? Whether it be financial or personal goals you have, in my opinion, real estate is always a good investment if it's meeting your personal financial goals. That's kind of what it boils down to today. I just wanted to touch on that with you. It's not always about the dollars and cents at the end of the day. You have to determine what's better for you, what's better for your family and your financial strategies, and then determine whether or not real estate's going to be the right purchase, the right investment to get involved in. I hope this information was helpful. If it was, would you do me a favor and hit the share button and send this to a friend so that they can check out our channel as well? We are trying to add to our family here, and I'd love to have as many people join us on the journey as possible. And then lastly, do me a favor, comment below. What has been your most recent real estate investment? Was it a rental property? Was it your personal residence? Or was it a flip? Something like that. I'm curious to know. So comment below what your most recent real estate investment is. And appreciate you checking it out. Appreciate you being a part of the 410 family. And we'll see you in the next video.